Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Hoots. Now first I want to apologize for not reviewing the episodes from Bobby Gets Grilled up to this point. I kinda didn't realize that it was going to be an impossible task to review all 10 episodes in this month, but I hope you enjoy this video, and I will be reviewing the later episodes, whether it'll be in a Hoot in the Hill format or a regular review. I'm going to be very sparse with the footage because Disney has been on a warpath with copyright claims. You know, I don't want to get any further than that. I was watching a video about how Min met Kahn and how she didn't want the man that her dad was choosing for her, but the bad boy, Kahn Souphanousinphones. And throughout the series, he dropped some hints and lines that were jokes and stuff, but really shows how much of a rebellious spirit she was. And apparently back in Laos, Kahn was too. But as they moved to America, Kahn started to slowly become what Min didn't like, always striving to be better than everyone else. And yeah, Min went along with it, but I think at some point of trying to always get the membership to Nine Rivers Country Club, Min decided, you know what, I don't want that anymore. I just want to be happy where I'm at instead of getting driven out like the other times we did, which she explains in Season 3, Episode 13, Deconstructing Henry. How they were like driven out of town and stuff because of Kahn. And I think it has a lot to do with Kahn always wanting to be with the top people, you know, the higher ups, the Ted Wasana songs. And I don't think Min wanted that in her life anymore. I mean, her dad was the general, so I mean, you know, she was rebelling against him and chose Kahn in the first place. So to slowly see him become this version that the general was probably wanting her to marry probably was too much. You know, it probably began slow. And again, yeah, she wanted that kind of high life too in Ireland. But I think at some point after meeting Nancy, Peggy, she just wanted to have a simpler life, you know, just hang out with them, drink wine or something, and talk about whatever, gossip or something. Because we do see Min hanging out with Nancy and Peggy a lot more, and it would be nice to see Brian Robinson or even Boomhauer's girlfriend make an appearance. You know, she hasn't. I doubt she hasn't made an appearance except for the intro or like a few segments. And it's like, you know, what if Boomhauer's girlfriend or wife made an appearance and they made a quartet like Hank, Bill, Dale, and Boomhauer? You know, Bill, I doubt Bill's gonna get someone except for maybe, you know, Reverend Stroop might return. But I'm also surprised that Kahn hasn't given up on trying to get in the Nine Rivers or always sucking up to Ted Wasana song and all that. I mean, I can't think of an episode where Hank and the others bonded more with Kahn than just another Manic Kahn Day, the last episode of King of the Hill, which it technically was the last episode on Fox. But when King of the Hill moved over to Adult Swim, there were 4 episodes that weren't aired that were uploaded in syndication to Sirloin with Love, which is the reason why Just a Manic Kahn Day was the last episode, technically. But I'm going to say that chronologically, To Sirloin with Love is the final episode, as it gives that perfect touch to an ending. You know, it cements Bobby's love for cooking, and it just gives a bit of a recap, you know? It just gives a bit of a mwah to the series. But getting back to the subject, do I see Kahn and Minh getting back together? Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, I don't know. I don't see them two staying apart for too long. They do have very similar personalities. I think Kahn's gonna have an epiphany, not caring about what the Laos community thinks. I think they can be happy without always having to rely on what they think. Ted Basana song and all that. I want an episode where Kahn just goes, you know what? I don't want your membership. I don't want to be in Nine Rivers. And Ted's actually offering them a membership or something. And then Kahn surprises Min by being like, you know what? I don't want this membership. And then they go back home. I don't know. I kind of want them to get back together. There's also talk of Kahn living with Bill for a little bit. I want to see that. I want to see a season of them being divorced, maybe season 15. You know what I'm saying? Kahn having to deal with Bill. You kind of see the kind of tension between them for a season. And then season 16, we can get a few episodes of Kahn trying to get back with Min, maybe as a B plot, or you can see it in the background. And maybe the finale of season 16, we can have a Kahn-centered episode. I like Kahn-centered episodes, except when Kahn is the absolute worst. The car wash episode rings a bell. But episodes like Just a Man at Kahn Day, I like those episodes. I apologize if I'm not saying the episodes like I usually do, but the episode where Kahn is trying so hard to show Ted that he still has ties to his Laotian roots, and Ted calls him a banana. That kind of episode. But yeah, I think a complete character realization for Kahn is needed, so he can be like, wow, I can't believe I'm becoming the general, Min's dad. Where is that bad boy on his moped with a pompadour? Where's that Kahn? I mean, we're never gonna see that Kahn, but maybe a Kahn that doesn't care about what others think of him. He just wants to be a regular person. I'm sure he'll still joke around and call them rednecks, or maybe he won't. Maybe this is the episode where, before season 17, which I'm hoping there is, that he'll stop calling them rednecks, start acting more normal, maybe rib on them a few times, joke with them. But that's just my hooted little wishes and stuff. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below what you think caused Kahn and Minh to end their marriage. I know it's a short video, but I thought I'd give you a little hooted rant in there about my thoughts on what really broke up Kahn and Minh. And do you think there's any hope of them getting back in the future? Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share with your fam, and subscribe today if you're new and join the Parliament of Hoots. As always, your guys' hooted opinions and feedback mean a lot, and I can't thank you all enough for all of your support, new Hooties and Day 1 Hooties. But, hark, what's that sound? It's September coming through. You know what that means! Dexter's Lab Month! An entire month of me talking about our favorite, well, your guys' favorite. He created me, genetically altered me to be like him. And then when I questioned him, he threw me out like, "Get out of my laboratory!" So then I became the hoot that I am. Anyways, we're talking about Dexter's Lab this month, so stay tuned for Dexter's Lab Month, my hooties. And I'll see you when you visit the Owlery again, and I give my hoot in the dark. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share with your fam, subscribe today and join the Parliament of Hoots. And also comment what you thought of the review. What are your opinions on said episode? Let me know in the comment section below. Your guys' opinion means so much to me, new viewers, and fellow Hooties. Check out the videos below, it'll take you to more of my content, and follow my other social medias, including Instagram, Twitch, and also Twitter, or X. Until next time, guys, I'll see you when you visit the Owlery again, and I give my hoot in the dark.